In 2011, a young national-level volleyball player named Arunima Sinha boarded a train to Delhi. But fate had other plans. When thieves attacked her for refusing to hand over her belongings, she was thrown off the moving train. She landed on the tracks, and another train crushed her leg. For most, this would have been the end of a dream. But for Arunima, it was just the beginning. With one leg amputated and a steel rod inserted in the other, she made a decision no one expected. She would climb Mount Everest. Doctors doubted her. Society pitied her. But Arunima trained relentlessly, fighting pain, altitude, and self-doubt. In 2013, she became the world's first female amputee to climb Mount Everest. Her story is a lesson. It's not the body that defines limits. It's the spirit. Laxmi Agarwal was just 15 when a man twice her age threw acid on her face for rejecting his advances. The attack could have ended her life. Instead, it ignited a fire within her. Years of surgeries, pain, and stares from society followed. But Laxmi refused to hide. She chose to fight back, not just for herself, but for thousands of women like her. She became the face of the campaign against acid violence in India, leading to stricter laws, better survivor support, and global recognition. Laxmi's courage even inspired the Bollywood film Chapak. Today, she stands as a reminder that true beauty lies in resilience, not appearances. She turned her scars into symbols of power. From a small village in Manipur came a girl with giant dreams. Mary Kom grew up helping her parents in the fields, often training in secret because boxing was seen as a man's sport. With no proper facilities, she stitched her own gloves and practiced with whatever equipment she could find. Her determination paid off. Mary Kom became a 6-time world champion, an Olympic medalist, and the only woman boxer to have won medals in 8 world championships. She is proof that greatness is not defined by where you come from, but by how far you are willing to fight. She is called Magnificent Mary, but to millions of girls, she is a symbol that dreams know no and dignity. Known as the mother of orphans, her story is not just one of survival, it is one of building a family for those who had none. She proved that motherhood is not defined by blood, but by love. In 1972, at a time when policing was an all-male bastion, Kiran Bedi shattered barriers by becoming India's first woman IPS officer. Known for her fearless honesty and bold reforms, she took on criminals, corruption, and even transformed Tihar Jail into a model for prison reform. Her career was filled with challenges, controversies, and critics. But her commitment to justice never wavered. Kiran Bedi showed that leadership is not about gender. It's about courage, conviction, and service. She opened doors for thousands of women who dared to wear the uniform after her. In a small gym in Tripura, with old, broken equipment, a little girl trained with unwavering focus. That girl was Deepa Karmakar. With barely any facilities and little recognition, she defied the odds to qualify for the Rio Olympics in 2016. Her performance in the deadly Prodonova vault stunned the world. Though she narrowly missed a medal, Deepa became the first Indian female gymnast to compete in the Olympics. She inspired a new generation to dream beyond boundaries. She didn't just leap for herself, she leapt for India. India's story of unbreakable women goes beyond the present. In 1857, Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi rode into battle against the British with her infant son strapped to her back, becoming a symbol of resistance and bravery. A century later, Phulan Devi rose from a life of trauma and exploitation to become a member of parliament, an unyielding voice for the marginalised. Beyond classrooms and boardrooms, India's women now stand at the front lines of national defence. From flying fighter jets to leading battalions, they prove that courage knows no gender. Pioneers like Bhawana Kant, one of India's first female fighter pilots, and Lieutenant General Madhuri Kanitkar, only the third woman to achieve that rank in the Indian Army, are rewriting history in real time. When women wear the uniform, they inspire a new generation to believe that no frontier is closed. India's youngest trailblazers are breaking records even before adulthood. From Gitanjali Rao, a teenage innovator listed among Time's top young inventors, to Tilotama Sen, who became one of India's youngest shooting champions. These girls show us that the unbreakable spirit of Indian women begins early. The future is already here, and it's led by fearless young women who carry the torch forward. Strength is not only measured in battles or medals. It also shines in the preservation of culture, heritage, and identity. India's women have long been the custodians of art, literature, and social reform. Icons like Amrita Shergill, the pioneer of modern Indian art, and Bharatanatyam legend Rukmini Devi Arundale broke barriers while reviving India's cultural pride. Today, countless women continue this legacy, reviving crafts, leading cultural diplomacy, and ensuring India's voice is heard on the global stage. By protecting and reimagining culture, India's women prove that empowerment is not just about progress. It's also about roots, pride, and identity. Different centuries, different struggles, but the same spirit, unbreakable. These women are not just stories of the past or headlines of today. They are living proof that courage is contagious. Their journeys remind us that every challenge is an opportunity, and every setback can be the start of a comeback. When women rise, nations rise. And when they remain unbreakable, the future itself becomes unstoppable. If these stories inspired you, share this video, subscribe to Mega Media, and remember, the power to change the world often begins with one unbreakable spirit.